It's gonna be okay, Kindle. This week on Always On, we unbox the Kindle Paperwhite. And we torture the Kindle Fire 7-inch HD. Plus, Sharon Backman shows you how to record live TV onto your computer.
And my video is recording.
And we take the Lytro camera on a photo walk. Always On is on. Hey everyone, I'm Molly Wood. Welcome to Always On, the show that takes a look at the tech that's part of your life and your future. This week, I got a couple of Kindles in the house. I'm gonna unbox one of them, but first, let's torture the Kindle Fire 7-inch HD. Yeah. All right, we have here the brand new Kindle Fire HD 7-inch tablet. And it's going through the torture test ringer, starting with the cold test, 2 hours in the freezer. Alrighty. That's a big 7-inch tablet. See ya. Time to rescue the Kindle Fire HD 7-inch from the freezer. Alrighty. How you doing? Nice and cold. The real trick here is for me to remember where the power button is. It's the one I always get wrong. Probably end up doing the drop test by accident. There we go. Let's see. Ooh, uh-oh. No immediate response to power. Kind of nothing happening here so far. So we will let it thaw for a little while and charge. Maybe the battery died in there. We know that can happen. And see if it recovers. Kindle Fire HD gave us a little bit of a scare, but after I thawed it and charged it for just a few minutes, a little less than 5 minutes, it came back on. I think, though, that it just didn't like the cold because it is not all the way to the bottom of a charge. And I only charged it for maybe 3 minutes. I think it just wanted to be warm, but it's okay. A little bit here. Okay. My Kindle Fire is done. Definitely have some plastic smell here. That is hot. Ah, the smell of burning components. This show is gonna kill me. I would think I could sue somebody, but it was all my idea. Okay, let's see here. We have no obvious damage, so unlike some of our recent gadgets, well, it looks like it is pulling away a tiny bit, so we do have a little bit of separation at the seams here from that heat. It's not very dramatic, but it is there just on that one side, especially compared to this side. You can see it looks a little bit different. Ooh, it comes on. Ooh. You can, oh, it changed its mind. Good idea. All right, we'll let this cool for a little bit and see how it's doing. The Kindle Fire HD is all cooled off. Let's see how it's feeling. It looks like it actually shut itself all the way down after I tried to turn it on while it was still really hot. Ah, okay. It's back to life. It seems to be okay. Kindle seems to be okay. It's okay. All right, I'm just gonna head outside and do a little reading. I've got my hands kind of full and oh, Kindle hand cramp, too big to hold. Oh. see how we're doing here. I might as well scrape it along the pavement when I pick it up too, just to add insult to injury. Actually, though, this thing is in good shape. I don't really see any scratches or anything major on the back. The front is fine. A little scuffing here, some kind of nicks, but I gotta say, that's not major damage. It's pretty tough. Maybe we should just try the concrete. Ooh, it's so heavy. It's really dramatic. Although, once again, even despite some skidding, we do have a little bit more scratchage on the back here. Scratchage. That's an official, always-on term. One more nick. But overall, I gotta say, this is pretty tough. I'm surprised. It's still fine after the drop. Ooh, I need some cookie. Oh no! Oh, what a mess. That's terrible. What am I gonna do? Ooh, I know. I have an idea. There's some left. Ah! It's gonna be okay, Kindle. Okay. It's clean. Phew. Probably should dry this off a little now, I guess. Oh wait, the back still has some soda on it. Okay, all better. Oh, my screen's still on. Let's see here. Oh, pff, look at that. Huh. The cookie's ruined, but the Kindle seems okay. I'll give it the rice treatment just in case. Time to check on our Kindle Fire HD. It's been in this bag of rice for 36 hours since we spilled soda on it and hosed it down. That was a fun day. Let's see how it's doing though. Okay. Moment of truth. Ah, it comes right on. I mean, it came right on. Wow. Screen seems totally fine. Carousel moving. Book's going, still pretty responsive. Huh. All right, I'm gonna have to call that one a pass. Now, the Kindle Fire HD sailed through our regular battery of torture tests, but we just couldn't come up with the perfect wildcard idea. So please email me some ideas. alwayson@cnet.com, and we will revisit this at a later date. In the meantime, maybe I'll use it. Try to get used to holding it. I do remain impressed by the toughness of the Kindle Fire HD, and I'm still waiting for your wildcard suggestions. I also remain annoyed by its hand-cramping ways, so now let's unbox a Kindle that is hopefully a little more portable. Inside this box is the new e-ink Kindle Paperwhite. Now, this is the one that comes with that light technology. I'm very curious to see. And it replaces the e-ink touchscreen Kindle, which we have right here. All right, let's get inside the box. Pretty minimal packaging, and actually that's a little dangerous. As you can see, our box arrived pretty banged up. Hopefully it's okay. Okay, so here's our Paperwhite. Note to self, do not call it Paperweight. You're gonna want to, trust me. So inside the box, we just have the charging cable, no wall wart. You can never complain enough about no wall wart. The bezel is black, not the kind of charcoal gray that we've all gotten used to with the latest gen Kindles. Okay, ooh, it's pretty nice. It's super sleek, and you can see there are no physical buttons on this guy at all. This is all touchscreen. It feels super smooth. The matte back is really grippy. Some of the other Kindles are a little bit slippery. Hopefully it's a little bit charged for us. It's thinking. Ooh, wow. So there's that light. You can see that come on immediately. This is meant to be kind of a cross between a tablet and an e-ink Kindle. You can compare here. Our e-ink Kindle isn't in the greatest of shape, but this looks much more like a book. That is bright. All right, while we load up our books here, let's get to the specs. It has a 6-inch e-ink display using Amazon's patented light technology, which they claim evenly illuminates the screen for perfect reading under any condition. There are 2 gigabytes of internal storage, which translates to 1,100 books. The previous Kindle Touch had 4 gigs of storage, so this is a little bit less. It weighs 7.8 ounces, and there are no buttons. It's fully touchscreen, and Amazon says a single charge will last 8 weeks. Even with the light on, we'll see. Unfortunately, there's no headphone jack or audio output for audio files. The Paperwhite costs $119 with ads for the Wi-Fi only version, and there's also a 3G version that will run you $170. If you want to opt out of the ads, it'll cost you an extra 20 bucks. I gotta say, at first blush, the Kindle Paperwhite is like cognitive disconnect because it looks like a Kindle, which is kind of like a book, but then it acts like a tablet or a computer with all the touch screening and the like shiny light and stuff. I mean, it's nice. It's a very nice device, and I'm sure that the light would actually prove to be pretty handy. It might take a little getting used to, but all in all, I suspect it's going to be a winner. It is also, in fact, a CNET editor's choice, so it's definitely a winner with David Carnoy. You can read his full review over at cnet.co/Kindle Paperwhite. Now let's move on to this little gadget, the Lytro camera. Remember this thing? It's supposed to revolutionize photography. All you do is point and click, and then you can change the focus later because it captures all the available light wherever you are. We wanted to see how this would fly as a consumer device because they are trying to sell it as a point-and-shoot replacement. So we put together a little focus group. We invited 3 normal people, regular photography people, and 1 pro photographer, and we asked them to go on a little photo walk with the Lytro. See how it turned out. This is our road test of the Lytro camera. I'm gonna go meet Frederick, Lindsay, and Alison. They'll go on a little photo walk around San Francisco and then download and process their pictures so we can see how the Lytro fares in the real world.
Hi, I'm Frederick. I'm a professional photographer, host of This Week in Photo, and I'm looking forward to playing with the Lytro.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I work as an environmental consultant, and I am a recreational photographer. Point and shoot is my thing.
Hi, I'm Alison. I'm a tech lover, and I'm a noob.
Okay guys, Frederick, Lindsay, Alison, it's your Lytro photo walk day. I have here 3 Lytro cameras. Have any of you used these before?
Never.
So the deal with these cameras is that in theory you do not need to focus because they get all the available light and they create an image that you can manipulate later. So here's one for you.
Thank you.
One for you. And basically all you're gonna do today is take a walk down the beautiful San Francisco Embarcadero, take some photos, and then meet me back at CNET to download your photos and play with the software.
Very cool.
Okay,
All right,
enjoy the day. Have a great afternoon, guys.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Okay.
Shutterbugs.
This is actually, it's kind of cool. It's got a good weight to it.
Yeah.
Here's the power button on the bottom.
There is a power button.
Oh, yeah.
There's a power button. Okay, I'm on. I have a screen.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
This is zoom right here,
Oh, look at that.
which is kind of cool.
Okay, I think I got it. Let's go, guys.
Okay. Don't let
All
me
right.
lose the lens cap.
I know, I'm gonna lose this.
Stick it in my pocket.
Let's see if I can get the bridge.
Right here. I'm having trouble navigating around the screen. I like the idea of the simplicity of this thing.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if my hands were even a little bit bigger than they are, like if you're like what you're like, you know.
And I also kind of don't like the fact that if you go back to a photo that you just took, it's all blurry at first, at least that's how it's showing me, until you tap on something to focus it.
I didn't know that.
But then how do you know? Yeah, but then like how do I know?
I just thought it was a
it's
blurry
picture?
photo.
Exactly.
So I deleted one because I thought it was blurry.
It could have been your best picture. Let's go take more.
Yeah, let's go do some more stuff. Okay, got it. Thank you.
How do I know that that's what's in focus and not
The stuff around.
like the floor or something? It was really blurry, and then I'm gonna tap on the F train to try to focus on that. But the screen is so small that I can't really know if it's focusing on the train itself or anything around it. And if I zoom in, it's just all pixelated.
I don't know. I guess we just have to wait till we
See it on the computer.
upload it, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hello, hello.
How was the walk?
It was good.
Cool. Well, I can't wait to see what you got. Let's go. Let's get to the fun part now, the downloading.
Yes.
Yeah?
Let's
Okay,
do it.
let's do it. It was a gorgeous day for a photo walk, and I think that our subjects did have a lot of fun that was about to end when they got into our focus group room. We're going to take a quick break before you see that, though, and when we come back, Sharon Vaknin is going to show you how to record live TV onto your computer.
Cable companies are way behind. I want to be able to take what I record on my TV and transfer it to my computer. Well, until they fix that, there is a solution. It's called an HD PVR. And today I'll show you how to record live TV directly onto your computer. But before we continue, you should know that CBS Interactive does not condone or encourage illegal duplication or distribution of copyrighted content. Okay, with that out of the way, we can get started. Here's what you'll need. You'll need an HD PVR. I got this from Hopage on Amazon.com for about $200. You'll also need your source. For me, that's my cable box, but it can also be your TV or even a gaming console. Lastly, you'll need a computer. Now, let's get everything linked up. So first, I'll connect the HD PVR to my cable box. I'm using component cables because right now you can't use HDMI. Component is the best quality you'll get. That'll give me 720p video, which looks really good on a computer and on mobile devices. So once I have it hooked up to my HD PVR, I'll hook everything up to my cable box. Okay, this isn't rocket science. We'll just match up all the colors. That's all set. Now, the last thing I need to do is connect my computer to the HD PVR. It uses USB 2.0 because right now 3.0 isn't available. Okay, everything is linked up and it really is that easy. Now we should be able to see what's on my TV on my computer screen. So I'll launch the software that came with the HD PVR. It's called Total Media Extreme. As soon as I launch it, there it is. I can see what's on my TV right here. Before we start recording, we have to change a few settings. So I'll go into Format Settings, and here's what's important. You want to take a look at the max bit rate. This will determine the video quality and the file size. So the lower the bit rate, the worse the video quality, and the higher the bit rate, the better. For me, I'm going to choose 7 megabytes per second. That'll give me pretty decent video and a smaller file size. So that's all set. I'll hit OK. Lastly, I'll choose the format of the video. I'm doing MP4 so that I can put it on my Android phone and in my Google Cloud Drive. But if you're burning it to a DVD or a Blu-ray, you're going to want to choose TS. We're all set and we're ready to capture. So I'll hit play on my cable box. And the video and the audio come rolling through here. I'll hit capture. And my video is recording. I'll let this run for a couple minutes and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, I think that's enough video. I'm going to hit stop. I'm going to pause my DVR. And right now the file is saving and I set it to save in my video folder. So let me show you what that looks like. All right, my videos. Let me open it up for you. And there it is, playing on my computer. And you'll see just how good this quality is, even at 7 megabytes per second. And you saw how easy that was. Now, if I was recording an entire movie, it would be a much larger file size, and it would, of course, take longer because you're recording in real time. Now that I have this on my computer, I'm going to transfer it onto my phone. I'll show you what that looks like. So pause the video, just plug my Android phone into the computer. And of course, what's easy about this is that it's just drag and drop. If you have an iPhone, it might take some converting. Again, if you recorded a movie, it's going to take much longer to transfer onto your mobile device. But that's the price you pay, right? So for this example, you notice that I'm using a PC. If you use the HD PVR with a Mac, you're going to need to purchase a $30 program. But what comes with the HD PVR, that software is free for PC. All right, the video's transferred. Let's see what it looks like. It should show up in my video app. There it is. The video that was on my TV is on my phone, and it worked just like that. Now, as you witnessed, that was super easy. And once you have all the components set up in your media cabinet, it'll take no time to record live TV onto your computer. Now, if you do make a habit out of doing this, you will want to buy an external hard drive. Okay, if you have any questions along the way or want to know more about the HD PVR, tweet me at Sharon Vac or send your questions to alwayson@cnet.com.
Now, you know it's fall premiere season, so Sharon's tip comes in extra handy right about now. I'm just saying. All right, it's time for the exciting conclusion of our Lytro Photo Walk road test. Will Lindsay, Frederick, or Alison run right out and buy themselves a Lytro? Let's find out. Come on in, have a seat. You'll see that we have computers set up with USB cables. So basically just do as you would normally do if you just got done taking a bunch of photos.
Excellent.
Okay,
Okay.
Great.
Put that in there. I like that. I don't have to do anything. I just plug it in. Points for that.
Yes.
I wonder if this would work if you're, let's say if I'm on Facebook on my iPad.
It's a good thing that they have so much stuff to geek out about, because from my experience, this whole syncing and downloading thing can take a while.
Okay, so it says backup complete. I'm clicking done.
I'm not
Still
there
going.
yet. Yeah.
I guess I took
How
less
far
than you
along are
guys.
you? Oh, you're
Almost there.
Maybe I have a faster computer. Now it's importing. So it backed up. Now it's importing. Okay, 2.3 gigahertz Intel Core i7 with 8 gigs of RAM in it. Yeah.
And it still set the
And
fans off.
the fan is running. And there's nothing else running on this machine. It's doing some math in here.
I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures out of 40 that are available to be seen.
2.
If something really cool is happening in front of you and you take pictures, it's too tiny on the screen for you to figure out if you took a good picture or not to capture that.
This is the first time I'm seeing my pictures.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
It's kind of like taking a picture with your eyes closed and then
And then going back and
Yeah.
taking it.
I wouldn't even say this is point and shoot. This is right now. This is kind of like point and pray.
exactly. Personally, the software is too slow for me.
Yeah. Are you still? Is it
It's
still up
still
there?
importing.
Oh yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look at this one. So this is me again forcing the issue. So I have these rings there. So the front is sharp. Let's see if this I can get this 20 in. Look at
Oh, yeah,
it.
even
The
that
20 is
looks
in
clear.
sharp. If I go way back here, that's in sharp. So that is dramatic. So that's in focus. Now when I click on the guy in the background,
Yeah.
he's
so-
in focus. So for macro photographers, this would be
I know,
killer.
but there's no
Interesting.
flash on this thing.
No.
So if you have it inside,
That's true.
then you won't be able to.
That's a good point. And I don't know what the speed is of it. Like, how is it in low light?
Yeah.
This is becoming a little bit of a photography clinic, so I think I'm going to go ahead and rescue them and get their thoughts on the software and the downloading process. Hey everyone.
Hi.
How's it going?
Slowly.
Slowly. Well, that was unanimous. What part is going slowly? The downloading, the processing?
Processing the picture has been very slow.
Are you happy with the images that you can see so far?
No. But let me clarify. I'm not happy with the images because it seems clear that this would perform better when you're doing close-up type shots. Not everyone's going to be shooting pictures of grains of rice and want to get the bowl in the background, you know. So
Most of the pictures I took are pretty wide, like landscapes. And everything's really grainy. And when I go in and I try to focus on, let's say, a span of the bridge or a seagull or something, it's not dramatic enough to notice.
Speaking as someone who would like to take a picture of a grain of rice and the bowl in the background, that's generally inside and it doesn't have a flash on it. So I don't know if the quality would be good.
well, design-wise, I had a comment on the lens cap. I expected it to turn on when I took the lens cap off.
Oh,
You know, like it's just a switch. Like, how come why is there a physical button on here if you have a magnetic lens cap?
Every time I put that thing in my bag, the lens cap falls off, and then it's at the bottom of the purse, and it's not, the magnet's not very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fell off 3 times while we walked back to CNET. And I had to go back and pick it up while we were waiting. Yeah.
Oops.
And yours fell off on the way in the door.
It did. We're like, oh, it fell off on the floor there.
All right, so now we've been talking for what, like 10, 15 minutes. How far have we gotten from, you were at 10 photos
I have
before.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 14 now.
Out of 74.
Of the 74.
So you've only done
talking.
4 photos in the time we've been talking?
Yes.
So none of you feel like you would buy this camera at all?
I would have.
Okay.
I don't think I would either.
No.
I would know.
So it's $399.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a high price threshold for something that does something very specific. And
Exactly.
it doesn't do it as well as I would have liked it to perform.
Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't spend $400 on it. It seems more of like an expensive toy that a photographer would have around, or a geeky person's like, really excited for it. Other than that, my favorite thing about it was the color.
It is really cheap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it sounds like we have a pretty good verdict on the Lytro. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all your thoughts and
You're welcome.
for the Lytro photo walk.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I gotta say, after my personal experience with Lytro, I was not surprised to see Frederick, Lindsay, and Alison have pretty much all the same problems. I hope that Lytro is watching this and that they'll work on especially some of that software uploading, because it is painful. Lytro does say that they're working on a better lens cover, which is good news. And actually, sometime soon here in the US, you'll be able to buy this camera online at bestbuy.com, target.com, or Amazon, or even in some retail stores like City Target. All right, it is time now to answer some of your mail. First up, we have some video mail from Jose, or as I like to call him, Fu Manchu.
Hi there, Molly. I absolutely love your show. Always On is one of my favorite things to watch in the week. Although I do miss Buzz Out Loud. But now, to my point. Every time you do a water test, you immediately try to turn the device on. Stop it! Stop it! Electronics don't like water. If you try to turn it on and there's water in the board, it'll short out and won't work. If you immediately just turn it off, or if it turns off on its own, you leave it alone, put it in the bag of rice, maybe you'll have a better chance of turning them back on. Come on, work with me. Love the show.
It must have been kind of hard to hold your head still all that time, Jose. Although, I do want to tell you that I know that you're not supposed to turn gadgets on after they come out of the water. It's just that we're trying to simulate what happens in real life, and you know that the first thing somebody does after they've dropped their phone in the toilet is try to turn it on and see if it works. I am in the business of simulating real life, not protecting our little gadgets. But I do feel pretty bad about bricking that iPhone 4S, so maybe I'll stop that. Moving on, an email. Hi, Molly. After seeing the email about the industrial freezer, I thought I could one-up it. The person in the email said that their house was at -40. So my idea is to drop it to -321 Fahrenheit by using liquid nitrogen. After dunking the gadget into the bitter cold for 5 seconds, we will see what is the strongest gadget after all. When you're done, you can use the rest to make ice cream. How fun! Love the show. From Jack, Miami, Florida. Here's a map. I know where Florida is. Come on, guys. This is becoming like a little mail meme. Anyway, liquid nitrogen, yeah, I'm all over that. Ooh, maybe we could get Richard Blaze on the show, and then we could do a whole like molecular gastronomy cooking devices thing. I'm loving this. Crossover. Next up in our email, Dear Molly, you're quite an interesting person, but, and it is a big but, I would like to ask why you didn't do the key thing with the iPhone 5. I bet you would look awesome scratching a key onto the back of an iPhone 5. Do you recommend any cases for the iPhone 5? You probs think that I am too crazy, but I don't care. Stay fearless and rockin', Mark L. What's with the big butt thing in the all caps? The butt. When you spell it that way, it means butt. Anyway, I did the key thing to the iPhone 5. We didn't really love how the video turned out, but we will show it to you so that you can see what happens. Well, I've had a lot of tweets from people saying that they tend to put their phone in their pocket with their keys. So our first scratch test will be keys in the pocket. Shove my phone in. See what happens. How are we doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, we are making a mess of this. How is that? Oh, okay, that's terrible. I was going to drag my keys along it to make it more dramatic, but I don't even know that I need to. These aren't dust, by the way. This is scratching. I mean, I hope you think that I looked awesome scratching a key onto the back of that phone. It definitely did some damage. And of course, the roughest test of all apparently was my own purse, which completely scratched the glass on my iPhone 5. I did get a replacement. So far, it's fine, but I'm being a little bit more careful. All right, thanks for all the awesome feedback, everybody. Keep it coming. alwayson@cnet.com is our email address. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. That's it for this week on Always On. Next week, we unbox the highly anticipated Samsung Galaxy Note 2. We torture the ThinkPad X1 Carbon Ultrabook. And I go to Detroit again to check out the future of cars with GM and Ford. That's all coming up next week. Thank you for watching. Okay. Shake it off, everybody. Shake it off. This is crazy. And what's that rattle? It's making me cocoa. Okay.
What is that thing, though?
Oh, they play the Metallica, and then you're drumming.
Oh my God.
Darkness has taken my sight, taken my speech, taken my hearing. Metal girl. From back in the day. My brother and I are always like, yes. Okay. I made myself a little sweaty.